Let's say this guy right here, let's call him person A. He has very straight hair. But he's honestly really tired of that straight hair. He wants hair more like person B's hair. Person B's hair is a lot more wavy, a lot more curly. So person A starts to scroll on TikTok and starts finding all of these videos.
I just let the herb and they told me let it on me. I just told her pull up, now and break it down on me. Yeah, I let her pull up, they gon'
Yo, it worked. Awesome, man. So getting a perm is the best way to get that wavy, curly hair, right? Wrong. If you're watching this video and you're thinking about getting a perm, don't. I got 6 reasons why getting a perm is terrible and will destroy your hair forever. Reason number 1 is that the chemicals they use to perm your hair are insane. So when you get a perm, it involves the chemicals to break and rearrange the protein bonds in the hair, which then creates a new semi-permanent or either permanent curl pattern. So yeah, bro, you might actually get those waves or those curls that you wanted, but ask yourself, is it really worth it? Because the chemicals they use when you get that perm will completely damage your hair's cuticles. The primary chemicals used in perms are ammonium and exactly, bro. If it's got something I can't pronounce, you probably shouldn't be doing it. But I do know that these chemicals will go into your hair and strip it of literally all of its natural oils, which then obviously leads to extreme dryness. And we all know that having extremely dry hair isn't good because it's way more prone to breakage, split ends, and overall brittleness. And these chemicals actually go in and like break the protein in your hair strands, which basically just means that your hair will be a lot weaker and it won't be as healthy. Reason number 2 is that if you go out, get a perm, bro, you're just gonna have to live with the results. Once you get that perm, the process is super hard to be undone. So when you go to get a perm, those chemicals will go in, break the protein in your hair, and reform those protein bonds into a more curly pattern. And once this process happens, there is no going back. Perming your hair is seriously a long-term commitment. Like, you're gonna have to live with it for at least a few months, if not years. So if you're not too sure about going out to get a perm and you're scared what it's gonna look like, and if it looks like crap, good luck. Like, GG's, bro. You're stuck with it for at least like 6 months. But as your hair starts to grow with the perm, starting from the roots, your actual real hair texture will start to grow in. Which, if you had straight hair before the perm, it's gonna be straight. So if you got super curly hair from the perm and then straight hair, it's gonna mix and it's just not gonna look its best. Reason number 3 is that this requires a super specific hair care routine. So if you with straight hair are watching now and you already don't take care of your hair, yeah, definitely don't do this. But if you do have permed hair, for the love of God, do not use sulfate shampoos. If you don't know what sulfates are, they basically go in and strip your hair of all of its natural oils. So you with permed hair, which means super dry hair most likely, go and use a shampoo that has sulfates in it. What are you doing? Dry hair plus a dry shampoo will not look good. You're also gonna need to start doing deep conditioning like on a regular basis. The reason why is you obviously need that moisture to your dry hair, and it'll just improve its overall look and health. Oh, and if you use any sort of heat styling tool like a hair dryer, flat iron, whatever, you literally can't with a perm. Unless you literally want even more dryness, which I don't know why you'd want. And if for some reason you absolutely need to use a hair dryer or some sort of heat styling product, then man, use a heat protectant. Or at least like some sort of oil like argan oil, because this will help protect your hair from that heat damage. Also with permed hair, you cannot go crazy on your hair with a towel. You can't ever be rough with your hair literally in like any circumstance. You have to be extremely careful. So like when you have to detangle your curly hair, you cannot be rough with it. Either use a wide tooth comb or gently, I said gently, detangle with your fingers. So again, if you're not down to do any of that, you definitely shouldn't get a perm. Reason number 4 is that a perm might kill you. Alright, that was that was way too far. It probably won't actually kill you. But some people might actually be allergic to those chemicals that they use when giving a perm. And if you do find out that you're allergic to the chemicals, you'll probably experience redness, itching, swelling, and even blistering in the area where the product was applied. So before you go out to get a perm, which I don't even recommend in the first place, you should do a patch test, which is applying a small amount of those chemicals that they use to some area of your skin and see how you react to that so that you don't go in and have it applied to your whole freaking hair. Reason number 5 is that it is extremely possible that the perm is not what you were expecting it to look like. And this can be because of a lot of different factors, but the main one is because of your natural hair type. And just to put it simply, like, some people's hair just has a better time with perms than others. There's nothing you can really do about it. Another big one is the length of your hair. So the longer your hair is, the more weight the curls will be. So that means the longer they'll be stretched out. So you'll kind of have more of like a looser kind of texture to your curls. But if you have short hair, your curls will probably be much tighter. Another huge factor is your hair's porosity. And basically, this is your hair's ability to absorb and to retain moisture. So if your hair has high porosity, it'll be able to absorb that moisture a lot faster. So that means you'll most likely have a lot tighter curls. And the last factor simply just depends on the person who's doing your hair. Basically, just make sure the person you ask to do the perm knows what they're doing. And you may even want to ask like who all she's given a perm to and to show you pictures so that you know you can trust that person. And the last reason, I actually mentioned this previously, but problems will start to occur as your permed hair grows. So like I mentioned previously, as your permed hair starts to grow, your natural hair will start growing from its roots. And if you had straight hair, it's not gonna match the curly hair, and basically it won't look good. And honestly, it'll probably take a while for it to start looking good again. So you're gonna have a lot of patience to get your hair back to what you want it to. And what I would recommend is to start trimming your hair. So as your actual hair starts to grow in from your roots, slowly start trimming off your permed hair because it'll help blend those textures a lot more seamlessly. So if you have straight hair and you want that curly hair without getting a perm, hey man, don't worry. I got a video right here on exactly how you can do that.